Hello guys, today I want to show you how we can design a talk show flyer. So from this talk show flyer we have this is what we are looking at. So let's start something immediately. So right, this is select a background. You select using that rectangle. This is this is the rectangle here. The next thing is we'll find the background. We have our asset in one of our description here. We'll look for the background. That is this particular background. We'll work with it. So, but if we don't have that, we can improvise. Then select this, and then I'll just pick a color from here using this interactive tool. Paste here. Then select this rectangle, draw like this. Then you select it, then give it a white color. Can you see? Select white, move it to the other side, and then we'll power click this in here. You select this rectangle, you come to object. Under the object, you come to power click, select, and then click in. Double click inside so that you can access the power click and then bring it down like this. See the adjustment. And then remove the outline. Select the outline. Click on finish. Then under this, you can select your rectangle like this. Come to interactive field to here. You can now drag it. I want us to have this little effect up here. Then you can select this, and then you can select here. You'll give it another color, a little shade of that. Look at it. Just make it smooth a little. Let it not be too. Yes. This is okay. We are not copying the design, but we just want to achieve something similar to that. So if we just find random images so that we can use, so that we can demonstrate that. And then under our images, let's come to our file here. I think I will upload this. All this I will use it. I'll upload them. Then this is for a flyer design. This is for a church flyer. It doesn't show that. So let's select. Let's find another one under a talk show, or we can just go to Pinterest and get one for this particular tutorial. So here we are in Pinterest here, so that we can find a talk show. Mhm. Or we can just say we are looking for a public speaker on talk show. So let's see the results. You can see these are ladies and guys on talk shows. So you can select this. You can download this particular image. This is it. Can download. I'll show you how to remove the background respectively. So with this, you can select, and then you can also download this. So we now have two images, this and this. So I'll upload this in the resource file so that you can now use. So we have removed the background. Then let's bring it back to our CorelDRAW. Then we'll now paste. These are my public speakers that I want to use for this flyer. So right now, let's form this shape. Let's form this particular shape here. So under that shape, you can select your a rectangle like this. Then sorry, let's delete this particular one. Select this rectangle, and then you will come to your shape tool. Under this shape tool, you can drag in like this. Readjust, drag in. You cannot drag like this. So let's give it that outline. Right click and then set outline to see. So if we want to make this curve here, this particular curve, this arrow pointing downwards, and so for us to achieve that particular arrow pointing downward, you just come to this place here. what's the name of the tool again? Pen tool. Come to pen tool here. Then let's make it our slant. Select like this. Take it like this. Let's zoom in and then join together. It has now joined. It's one thing. So right click and then give it an outline. You can see. So make sure this particular aspect, this particular part is selected. Press shift on your keyboard and hold it. Please remember this and no piece. Then select this and then come to join, combine. Please let me do it again so that you can see. Select this, press shift and hold. Select that circular, that shape, and then come to word. Look at this word here. Bah, it has become one object. So please, so come down here. We'll find a lighter green so that we want it to pop out a bit. The concept, I like the concept. That's why we're using it. And then let's remove the outline and then see. So from here, we'll bring our pictures in front. Press shift page up, please, so that you can see this one is now in front. Shift page up. You can see, press this one, shift page up as well. So let's resize these pictures to match the best fit so that we can see what we're going to work with. Yep. So from here, you can feather down a bit. Then select this one so you can also feather down a bit for it to come in. This is it though. Select this. You can bring it down, down, down. So now we can see that we have tried our best to bring it down. Remember, it's a transparency tool we use. Select this transparency tool. You adjust, you make the adjustment like that. The next thing is weird. This is weird fact. So we can now talk on weird truth. let's use that for this. The purpose is for educational purpose. Weird truth. So you cannot drag. First, I want to change this font. Let's press Ctrl K. Select it. I can now say under this prompt. We can say this truth. Change to, select it and then press Shift F3 on your keyboard so that you will change that to sentence case so that you can achieve this. Look at what I'm trying to do here. Weird truth. This is it though. Yes, you can adjust it like this. Let's make the adjustment little by little, little by little. Let's change the color a bit. We'll select this and then we'll remove the outline here. So under this outline, we'll not stress ourselves. I want to give it an outline also here. So we'll select that like this and then we'll give it a white outline. If it doesn't show like that, you can select this and then you come and right click on any color. It doesn't mean that it is necessary that particular color, white, or, and then regardless, we'll select this. Come to contour here and then select contour. You can also drag it like this. Then you can separate contour, but you right click on this edge around here. Right click on it and then you see break contour. You can see it has broken. So you can now select transparency tool. Under this transparency, you can reduce the transparency. for it to have that kind of effect, one glowy kind of effect. We are just so you remove the outline of that particular contour, so you see how it blends down. So enough of that, and then this side will now write the date, time, and venue of the event. So the speakers we have Destiny, Destiny, Obekba. This is for Destiny host. This is for our host, and then we'll write host here. Let's change the colors. This is yellow, this is white, and then you can interchangeably use that. Then you can press shift and hold and drag and write, and then guest speaker. Guest speaker, we can now write her name is Harmony. Let's cancel this. Harmony. So that's it. Oh. Please stay tuned, and if you love our tutorials, adjust this so that it will best fit. Then the next thing that is remaining is time, date, and venue. So you select this, right? Time, date, and venue. So under this, from here you can see 1.5. So you write, select this thing, drag it down, right click, change to black, or you can type it again. So you can now say this show it's on Saturday. I'm speaking slangs for you. Saturday. This show is on Saturday. 12 p.m. every. So let's adjust. Saturday 12 p.m. every weekend. Sorry, let's adjust. We want to use this particular one. All right, every weekend. Every weekend. So this is we have come to the end of this tutorial. This is the best we are using. This our font we are using is called Bebas. You can download it on anywhere from that font PC. You can also use. It's not necessarily you are going to use this font. You can also use other fonts as well to achieve this. Then select this, and then we can give it an outline color. Right click on any outline and then give it. So it can also work well. So now I want to achieve this effect behind. So you can select this here. I want to change it to white. I click like this. Power click inside. Take a power click inside. Double click, then when you come readjust. Let's change this thing to white. Change it to white so that if you see how it's showing in. So if you double click and go in and then select it like this, you will see that as it's showing, you can use your transparency tool here. Egba mi o, egba mi o. Look at it and then readjust. Let's make the readjustment. See, this readjustment like this. So you can copy paste, readjust, copy paste, readjust. Can you see what is happening behind it? So double click. Then you can achieve this for any other, as the case may be. I click like this. So select all. Then you make sure that this you drag it to, like, let's say 93, and then press enter. Then finish. I think you have done well. But let's still adjust it again. You select all and then come to transparency. Come to 96 as the case may be. Press enter. I think this is better off. This is far, far better off compared to it. So I believe we can also do this in Photoshop. Photoshop will be even better due to the brushes you have in. So thank you, and I hope to see you in our next tutorial. Please, if you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and then share our videos. Thank you.